Hello and welcome to another video. Before we begin though, if you'd like to see more videos like this one, please grab your bolt pistol and chainsaw and shoot the subscribe button and smash the bell button in. You see more videos like these. Here we are. I believe I did miss one guy with some basing. But this is pretty much the collection where I think I'm going to leave it, which is a bit strange. I'm probably going to ending up selling the progenitors, as I might like to call them. There's probably a different name for them. But the clone fodder, the ones who were cloned in the making of this, so that I can't even get all these in shot. Due to the light in this time in England, I'm basically right next to the window, so I'm trying to keep it in the best light possible. So hopefully you can see it, but I will show some select models here and there. So what have we got? So we've got a lot of models to start off with. Here in the infantry squads, we've got at least a sergeant with a bolt pistol chainsaw and a flamer and various other guys. So obviously I could take the flamers out and put a couple of dudes in there if I wished. I do have the choice of making some special weapons teams. In this one, currently, I've kind of got a command squad with a heavy bolter and loader and the flamer twins. Well, they're all twins, really, most of them. And we've got 2 extra sergeants, which could be platoon commanders or company commander. Well, this one, in fact, is the designated company commander. That's why he's wearing the red sash. I don't know what it is meant to be. I think it's a sash. Yeah, we'll call it a sash. Basically, he's wearing the red one. Everyone else is currently in white. I might change the colour up so we can show the different sergeantisness. Yeah, so pretty much this is all from about, 7 or so models, which is pretty good for a cheap army. I think I should have done the maths. I did it ages ago. Now I can't remember where it is. I did somewhere between 10 and 20 of these guys for about £2.50's worth of Milliput, and we'll say another £2.50 maybe on like bases. I think I got some for like £2 for 25 slaughter bases. So that's why some of them are on slaughter bases when they probably shouldn't be. But yeah, that's so really cheap considering a standard guy can go anywhere between like £4 odd to £6, nearly £7 for a standard las gunner. So if you think about it, no, I'm not good at maths, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. But these, obviously, we've got 40 dudes here, right? Assuming I paid £4 for each guy, so we'll assume we're the lowest, yeah. It'll be £40 for 10, 80. Nicholas, yeah, 80. 120, 160 quid's worth would have been spent right there if I could have located them, got them all in time, blah, blah, blah. But it would have been a lot of money to even get this. And then I've got the heavy bolter, I think was about £20 with some extra loaders and stuff. And the mortar was about £18, but they usually go about between 20 and 30 each on eBay for just the loaders and them. And the weapons, so if I'd have tried to get all this would have been hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds worth. I don't know what it'd be in dollars. Nearly double that. Not quite, but nearly. Because the pound's better in it. Sorry, guys, if you're not out in there in the US. So I started this project. I was looking through my Google Photos, as you do. I'm trying to locate some pictures of these guys. I started this out in July. Now, I haven't been doing it relentlessly, so don't take that as if it's going to take an age to do. It can, and it probably will anyway, but I've been doing it intermittently. I went for a solid block of doing like 20-30 guys in like the space of 2 or 3 weeks, just knocking them out. It's the processing and the painting that takes the time, in my opinion, because you can do other things whilst you're cloning these guys. Once you've made them all, put the Milliput in, keep it. Whilst it cures, you can be doing another one, or you can be painting something else. It takes about, once you've got your mould done, sorry, I'm rambling a bit. Once you've got your mould done, which takes somewhere between, we'll say 10 to 30 minutes, depending on hard it is, how many times you have to go. Once you've done it and you get a good one, you can use that one repeatedly for a long time without having to reset it. And then it takes, what, 5 minutes to mix Milliput and jam it in. Maybe put some filler in there. But generally, the actual process of cloning it can be pretty quick, relatively speaking. Helps if you get multiple of the blue stuff, which is what I have. I have enough to make 3 standard lasgun guys at a time. That's why I've got quite a lot done. So, what I also didn't talk about is obviously I've got 3 mortar teams here and 3 here. So I've got 6 of them, and we've got... Sorry about that, guys. And we've also got 3 heavy bolters with loaders over this side. We've already gone over the rest of it. That's pretty much it. So I've also got 3... technical difficulties. I've got 3 lasgunners spare, which can either swap out some of the flamers or what have you. So I don't have to do them like this. I could have a conscript blob or 2, not many, unless I proxy some. So blah 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 blah. Get rid of 3. I could probably do a 1 blob of 30, maybe, unless I was proxying. So, but that's kind of the good thing. Some of these guys, even though they're for the mortar, you could have them in your squads. Like, just ram him in there in the back. Swap him out, it's just like an extra guy. That's one of the benefits of the older models, because they're separate, you get to use them as and when you wish. The loaders are particularly good for that because they've got a lasgun, pretty obviously, holding some nondescript ammunition, so you could use them in much the same manner. Obviously the mortar guy holding the bomb, possibly less so, but you still can, and I might do in the future. So we'll have a quick closer look at some of the guys, and I'll see if I can find the first ever clone that I did. Is that him? Nope, that's not you. He's in here somewhere, and he's one of these guys. He's got a longer gun than the others, if I can speak English. Where are you hiding? Where are you hiding? I don't know where he's gone. I ain't lost him, have I? That'll be a bit of a stinky thing to happen, wouldn't it? Pause this whilst I find it. Almost as soon as I paused it, I twigged there's the extra long gun, which is basically... Focus. Nope. Try again. There we go. Better. So this is the first clone I ever did. As you can see on there, the gun had snapped off, so I just chopped a standard lasgun and plugged it on. So it is a bit longer. It's noticeable when you hold it up close, but from the table it's not noticeable. The helmet looks like it's been cracked, which is kind of battle damage. As you can see, his back is not beautiful, but these tend to be, if you've got a pose where they've got a gun to their face, these are pretty good for cloning. I can't say anything better than that, because that's literally the easiest one to clone, hence the numeracy? Yeah, we'll go with numeracy of that type of clone. We will also have a quick glance at some of the flamer guys. Apart from his face, this is probably one of the better ones in my opinion. Relatively okay-ish to do. Again, from the table, it's pretty damn good. This sergeant's probably the leader, because he's probably one of the better clones. That's probably why I picked him. Less defects. There is some, but again, from the table, you can't really see. And considering they're going to die in droves, that's pretty much where it's at. And I think we'll end the video there. My mistake, because I said I was going to show you these guys. So let's have a quick little look at them. Hopefully this won't make too much noise. Oh, that's pretty good. So, the heavy bolter guy is currently disassembled. Let me just arrange them for you. Well, that took a lot more fiddling than I thought it would. So, what have we got here? We've got the heavy bolter, which I started talking about, which is loose, which I could glue back on if I wanted to. Don't have to. So I'm in two minds whether to keep these and just get one more lasgunner and just play them as a, or maybe two more lasgunners and just play them as the pure ones maybe. Anyway, so this is the sergeant. my opinion, pretty decent paint job. I mean, it probably could do with a little bit of a dry brushing, but maybe not to the extent that I normally do. But yeah, he's a pretty good sergeant. That's pretty much it. It's pretty good models. I do like the Valhallans, obviously. That's the ones I've done. I've in fact got 2 flamers. I think this was the original one, or was it? Was this one's the original one? They're identical, both metal, obviously. And I got this one with. I got that one with the heavy bolter and these 2 loaders. Or vice versa, I can't remember which way around it was. These are our standard las gunners. I've only really got 3, so these ones don't clone as good as the other. But we'll have a look at this guy first. So, cool little pose, got his little thingy. There's a lot more detail on it, obviously, than a clone would have. So, maybe I will paint them, maybe I will keep them. I feel like I'm going to sell them though. Maybe start a Talon project or something. Maybe not to this scale with the amount of bodies, because that's not really how you play Talon, is it? So that's that one. This guy. Part of my plans with this one was to make the clones and then put like a grenade launcher in his hand, like snip that bit off. But he just didn't. He didn't work out quite as well as I thought it would. So that's this guy. Again, another more of a dynamic pose, he's having a bit of a sprint, which is kind of cool. And then we've got the good old-fashioned. So this isn't the original model. It is not the original model. The original model I actually got off a good friend of mine called Daniel. I won't say his last name because, you know, we don't want to find them. And I got given them when he was basically shipping loads out. And I think I got a couple of las gunners, and I basically sold them after I cloned one. And that one with the extra long gun was left over in my bits box for a long time. I then came back and bought this one, obviously, because this is the best one to do, with the gun right in his eye and his sights, ready to shoot. This pose is the best one to clone, not gonna lie. So probably my favourite model. We have got a mortar team, so we'll show you the guys. So there's the crouching guy, pointing finger, standard, basically a standard las gunner, so you can use him in and amongst your squads if you wanted. I don't know what the green stuff is. I assume it's green stuff. Or maybe just where the paint didn't come off. Looks like they've been stripped. And this guy is holding a mortar shell, which is pretty big in my opinion for what's going in there. I mean, yeah, no, that would sit in there. I don't know how it would fly, but yeah, it would. And the las gun on his back, nice little touch, some pouches, pretty decent. Have a look at the mortar itself. It did actually come together, but I just took it apart so I can make it easy clones. But it goes together like this, and it sits on its own. This could be used in almost any team. So if I was feeling frisky, I could use the mortars in like Catachans or something, because this is from your old school days, as far as I'm aware, unless I'm mistaken. This was the same, regardless of which kit you got. You always got this the same. If you got a mortar from Talon or Catachans, you'd always have the same ones. These are the heavy bolter loaders. Haven't had the paint stripped. Not the best of paint jobs. Not the worst I've seen. Definitely not the worst I've seen. But they're identical, so we don't need to show you both of the same. But I'll have a look at them. And here is the las gunner loader. So again, he could be popped in your squad. It looks like a las gunner. You can pull that one off. Nicholas, behave. And obviously the other flame we've already seen. This one's still black. I wonder if it just didn't strip off, maybe. But it's at a level low enough to paint over. Heavy bolter. So what I was going to address is, so when I was saying about the mortar being the same, I would expect, so the legs actually come in 2 different bits, but you could probably keep this and put a Catachan's legs in there. And then you'd have a Catachan heavy bolter. I mean, I suppose you could even just do that. And just have that alone on the table, and that's your heavy bolter. And you could have that with Catachans, Cadians, blah, 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 blah. The list goes on. So I've kind of rambled on a bit, but I think from, well, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's 13, but there's 2 duplicates. So it was actually, Nicholas, take 2 away. Maths, Nick, maths. So it'll be about 11 different models, including the heavy weapons. I made this many models, which is pretty cool. Again, for a cheap army, this is probably going to be one of the last videos I'm going to do on the Valhallans, especially to do with clones. So this, I won't bother you too much anymore, with the exception of 1 or 2 videos in the future. Hopefully I will do a battle report shortly with the Valhallan Ice Warriors, but I won't promise you exactly when that'll be. So, bit of a long one today. Thank you for sticking it out and watching till the end. Any questions, let me know down below. And as ever, if you want to help out and you really want to like send me some old Valhallan models, that would make my flipping day. Especially if it's one that I haven't got here. I mean, you can definitely send me duplicates if you would like. I'm open to that. Not a problem at all. What I'll say is I'll end it here. Thank you for watching and see you again.